Okay, guys, so we've got a story here that's developing that could end up being the talk of the town for Dragon Ball Super. Before I go any further, I'm not sure if this qualifies as a spoiler. If you are spoiled by this, I do apologize ahead of time. It's for the manga only, okay? Will it have implications on the anime? We don't know yet. You have to remember the manga and the anime are two completely different continuities. So if something happens in the manga or if something happens in the anime, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen in both, okay? So if you're reading the Dragon Ball Super manga and this is a spoiler, again, my apologies to you. Feel free to click off if you don't want to know anything else, but this is very interesting and I think it's going to be a big story, or at least, something that's going to be talked about in our fandom. So Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 22 is going to be coming out probably in sometime next week, I'm predicting. We're going to get to have a look at it. But there's already a page leak in Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 22, courtesy of Dragon Ball Super France, excuse me. And something very interesting has been revealed. Now, first of all, let me show you guys the picture. Here it is. It's on Twitter. That is, of course, Merge Zamasu. Now, that's not really a spoiler, because if you watch the anime version, these episodes that correlate with the events of Merge Zamasu coming out, this was back in, like, November, right? So this is not really the spoiler, but what's interesting is what we see down the lower right. Let me go ahead and hit the translate button, because it'll pretty much give us the idea of what's going on. It says here, first leak of Chapter 22, which concludes on the fusion of Black and Zamasu. So the manga chapter is going to end with Black and Zamasu fusing to make Merge Zamasu, which means, again, folks, the future Trunks arc is going to continue. Again, I don't know where that comment about Toyotaro saying he might pass the anime soon, that's going to be even harder now. Again, it's not close to ending. Maybe he just meant that he's going to be past writing it. Maybe he's already got all of the manga written and illustrated and they're going to release it slower. You know what I mean? Maybe he's already got it all done and he's already working on the Universe Survival arc, but they haven't released his work yet. That could be the case. Nonetheless, the manga appears to continue to be behind the anime. But here's the big twist, okay? He says, Goku SSJ God is, Vegeta seems to be also, to be confirmed. So, first of all, before we go into anything, again, this is very early speculation. I don't want people, making assumptions on this just yet. This is out of context information. We don't have all the information yet, and we don't have an explanation yet, but Dragon Ball Super France believes that this form right here of Vegeta is SS Red. Now, like we've talked about before, this is tricky because, of course, this is the manga, and it's black and white, and you can't really do colors as easy as you could if it was a color manga, but Goku is absolutely in that form, and you can tell because of his eyes. Super Saiyan God, the red version, has eyes like that, where his pupils are a little bit bigger, and then we have Vegeta here with very similar pupils. So again, that's another clue as to it could being SS Red, or maybe they're both just have shocked looks on their faces, excuse me. So it's hard to tell, and that's where I'm going to have you guys in the comments give me your ideas, give what you think about this. I really want to get discussion going. But it looks like, from what they're thinking, that Vegeta unlocks the red-haired form in the manga as well as the blue-haired form. Now, this is probably going to spark up another debate of red versus blue again. Remember, the anime has confirmed on 4 separate occasions that blue is stronger. So if Toyotaro's making red a bigger deal in the manga, that's just for the manga. We don't know what's stronger than what. We don't know if Vegeta has always had the red-haired form and he's just, using it now to conserve power. If you remember, back in the manga version of Goku versus Hit, during that fight, he went from yellow to red to blue. So blue was still the last most powerful form in that manga, but he did use red as an in-between. So maybe Vegeta's in the manga is using red as an in-between to the yellow and the blue-haired forms. That would make sense. The only big shocker is the fact that Vegeta's got the red-haired form, which is, again, something that it's a visual that people have, talked about for years, since Battle of Gods, really. And now we're seeing it here in the manga. And then the question, of course, is when did he get that form? Was it during Whis' training? Was there a different method they used? Why is he using that form? Again, these are unanswered questions that we're probably going to get in Chapter 22 of the manga when that actually comes out sometime next week. It's just funny to me, guys, because if I can be blunt with you guys, I feel like Toyotaro kind of knew he was going to get behind. So his gimmick now is, let's do something in the manga that's different from the anime to hook people. Like last month we saw Gowasu, get killed, 3 times in chapter 21 of the manga, and now he might be. I mean, I can't really tell from this image. DB Super France thinks so. I'm still gonna wait. I'm not gonna say he's confirmed or not. I'm just gonna say we don't know yet, but still, it looks like it looks like he might be getting the form. And we do know one thing too, guys. Toyotaro does love the red-haired form. Toyotaro has brought the red-haired form back in the manga adaptation of Resurrection F, and 2 times. Actually, it might be 3. No, 2 times. 2 times in Dragon Ball Super, the manga, we've seen Goku use red. He used it against Hit, and he used it against Trunks in their sparring match. So, Toyotaro loves that Super Saiyan God red form, and I like it too. I like that form too. So it looks like he may be giving it to Vegeta just for the manga. Anyways, I've given you guys the entire story, all the evidence. It's up to you to figure out what you think's going on. But just do me a favor. Nothing is confirmed yet. It's one manga panel. We don't know the history behind this or the context of him getting the form. So let's wait and see until the actual manga's out, and then we can really see what's going on. But it's pretty cool. I wanted to bring it to you guys because, well, it's going to be a big story, and I know you're going to be asking me to talk about it, so I've talked about it here. Those are my thoughts. I want to know yours down below. Thank you so very much for checking out the video, and I got more videos for you guys coming up. As always, we're never going to stop here in this Geekdom 101 train. Thank you as always for support. Thank you as always. I just woke up. My bad. Thank you as always for your support. Talk to you guys later.